Hey, welcome back, barbarians, to another Destiny 2 video. Today we're going to be looking at one of the Deep Stone Crypt weapons, and that is the new hand cannon Posterity. Now, this can drop from the Deep Stone Crypt at any of the encounters, and you can also farm it with the Spoils of Conquest at the boss chest at the end of the raid as well. Now, I wanted to review this. I'm going to do a review on all of the raid weapons because they come with specific perks that are only available to the raid weapons themselves, which makes them highly unique and sought after. So let's go ahead and take a look at the one I have. PvE God Roll Hand Cannon here, Posterity. This one is unreal. So it's precision frame, which means it comes intrinsically with Icarus. I have corkscrew rifling, increased range and stability, greatly increased handling speed, extended mag, which is perfect because I pair that comp trait with reconstruction, which is unbelievably good. It slowly reloads the mag over time. And then one for all, which is a new damage buff perk that can roll on raid weapons as well. And then I have a stability masterwork, which isn't the best, but of course I'll take it. And I am running the backup mag on this hand cannon. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, why the backup mag? It's so it pairs with reconstruction, so I can get as many bullets in the magazine as possible and not have to reload and take advantage of the one for all perk, which I'll go into more detail shortly. I also wanted to showcase how this weapon took shaders, because this is kind of insight into how all the raid weapons take different shaders, and I think they take them really well, especially this hand cannon. As you can see here, really no matter the shader, unless the shader is just trash by itself, it takes the any shader you put on it and really highlights good aspects of the weapon, which doesn't always happen. And reconstruction, just to go into it a little bit more, reloads your magazine to double its capacity slowly over time, whether you have it out or not. And you have to see the reconstruction on your screen. So here I'm just using the hand cannon in the stasis zone, if you will, of the week, which is the Cadmus Ridge. I just wanted to show off one for all. Now, one for all gives you increased damage for a moderate amount of time after you hit 3 separate targets. And the key word there is hit. You do not have to kill them. So you'll notice here one for all is procced. It gives you 10 seconds of a 35% damage boost, which is insane. Now, this 35% paired with reconstruction is what makes this hand cannon a god roll for PvE. You'll notice here one for all times 2 times 3. There it is, the moderate damage boost. And I also have the damage boost from the aspect, which I paired it with as well. So I'm using the Mask of Bacchus in the new Stasis subclass because if you slow or freeze a target, you get a 10% damage boost. And the interesting thing is, no one's talking about this, is you can pair one for all, which gives you 35% damage boost, with the Mask of Bacchus, which gives you a 10%, I believe, increased damage for all your arc weapons. And if you pair it with the Stasis subclass, it gives you an additional 10% damage boost. So pairing all those things together makes this weapon very strong. Alright, so the Velez Labyrinth, I think. I'm going to load this up. I'm going to give this a go for some more PvE footage here. I've actually never done this one other than just the plain Jane 1220 or whatever they drop at. So I have a different loadout here. Still using the Posterity as I wanted to show it off here. And I did die at my first run at this. Because I think I've done this Lost Sector 3 times, so bear with me. Now I'm using Friction Fire with Killing Wind and Wellspring, anti-barrier of course, and then Unstoppable on my hand cannon. And I'm not sure if I did anything wrong, but I only got silver, and I killed every champion that appeared. So I'm going to have to run it again and get better at it, but we'll see what happens. I must have ran by at least 2 champions here. The Posterity hand cannon again, pairing it with the Mask of Bacchus plus the Stasis subclass, I think is just where you get your most bang for your buck. I switched here to a solar subclass because I didn't know if anything had solar shields in this Lost Sector. Alright, so back to showcasing this weapon. There's a lot of thrall in here, so I just thought it'd be kind of a good Lost Sector to showcase it, and a little bit of gameplay of how I handle 1250. Even though at my light now, being around 1270, it's very easy to run through. You can see the magazine, I mean 20 shots. There's definitely a glitch or something I'm not recognizing with reconstruction, so I hope I'm not the only one. But unless it says reconstruction on the screen, it's actually, well, now it appears to be working. Yeah, it's working, but it's not showing it. It's just odd. Double tap with Anarchy. I'm going to wait for the shield to go up here, and then Go for the anti-barrier pop. Throwing knife. Friction fire. Dead. You'll notice I've been using that. I switched back. It's got 17 in the mag. It just keeps going up. It is few and far between when you need to reload this hand cannon. It is fantastic to use in PvE. It's going to be one of my all-time favorite weapons that they've ever brought into the game, for hand cannons at least. So much fun to use, so versatile, and having a magazine that deep in reserves for PvE, I think is what brings the versatility of the 180 into the meta for PvE, whether it be raids, strikes, nightfalls, whatever you want to use. This wizard here, solar shield that I kind of anticipated. Of course, I don't have any of my abilities up because I'm god tier player. And I don't even remember, I thought she was the boss initially, so I just unloaded a bunch of anarchy into her, not really realizing. And then kind of turned the corner, saw this knight pop out of the wall. Bunch of ads here. Now I thought an unstoppable ogre was going to pop around the corner and kind of surprise me, so I was interested to see when that didn't happen. However, next time I look beyond the wall there, I do get surprised by the actual boss itself. Killing these two arc knights, I think the only two arc shields on the 1250, which aren't a big deal at all. And then the boss himself is very weak, especially if you have the pleasure of owning anarchy. You can just shoot it with a full mag and kind of walk away, and I think it kills it, which you'll see here for the most part. So overall, this roll, and this hand cannon can get some very unique rolls on it. Lull, complete miss. Highly sought after. Don't delete any of the rolls you get. I mean, there's so many unique ones for this hand cannon. Just because you may not like it, just try it out and get used to it. And I'm going to leave it there and let the video play out. But if you did like this video, please make sure to leave a like below, comment. I'm curious what roles you have in the Deep Stone Crypt, and I will see you guys next time.